Hello everybody, it's Paula from OKC Vapes. Welcome to our online tutorial series. Today I'm going to show you how to prime and fill a DCT, a dual coil tank. First off, the parts of the DCT are your drip tip, and then you push that out right there. Pull on that guy. Got your cartomizer, which is an atomized cartridge. This one has one hole punched in it, some have two, but this is a one hole carto. And then this is your tank. So these are the basic parts of a very basic DCT, a dual coil tank. What we're going to do first, which is the most important, before you fill that, you need to do what's called priming your cartomizer. And to prime your cartomizer, what you do is you put a few drops around the edge, you let it sink in. Put a few drops around the edge, let it sink in. Kind of do that all around. You do not want to get any down the center the center hole. That is your airflow post. But if you do, it's real simple. You just put your lips on the end of that, put a little tissue down here, you blow on this end, and that will clear out the center. But you want that center clear for airflow. So you just drip and let sink in. Drip and let sink in. And one of the things you'll notice is that at the very beginning, this is filled with polyfill with the coils and the atomizer in the center. So we're saturating the polyfill on this, and that keeps your atomizer and your coils nice and liquidy, so that they don't burn, and that's what creates your vapor. But it's dry at the beginning, so it soaks up really quickly. And you'll know that your cartomizer is getting close to full when the liquid does not sink in as quickly, unless of course you're just using really thick juice or really cold juice. Then it takes time. But with your standard liquid, that's just kind of the way it goes. And what you're wanting to do is saturate all the polyfill in here until it either drips out the bottom, or you can see on this right here, right now it looks white because the polyfill is white in that little hole. But whenever you get the liquid down to that particular spot, it'll either start to dribble out a little bit, or it'll turn kind of a darker brown, and it's ready at that point. Or if it comes out the bottom, same thing. I usually my finger and kind of check. It usually takes 3 or 4 minutes to get one of these primed, and you do need to be patient with it. You should only need to prime it one time before you insert it into the DCT and fill, because you refill the tank, not this. But if you've been chain vaping on your cartomizer and you start to notice either a decrease in vapor, or it starts tasting a bit dry or a little burnt, you're going to pop off your drip tip. And if this looks dry, dribble a few drops of liquid around the edge to kind of reprime it. Don't do too much, because that can screw it up. But like I said, if you've been chain vaping, you're going to want to maybe keep an eye on your carto. Just a little tip from someone who's done that many times. But you just keep dripping and letting it sink in. Yep, still white down there, so still got to do a little bit more. Keep trying to get great vapor and great flavor from these guys. And if you have any questions, let us know. We all are very familiar with the process of priming a DCT. Looks like we're about to get there. I can see down at the bottom right here that it's starting to get darker, so that means that the liquid is seeping down in there. Gravity's doing its job. Harsh mistress that she is. And my liquid's not sinking in as quickly either, and the top's starting to look a bit slushy. And that's what I was told when I first started using cartomizers, is that the top should look a little bit like a slushy. But you don't want it too slushy either. If you take a drag and you suck up a bunch of juice, do that blowing through the cartomizer trick I told you, because that can happen. I've flooded a few myself. I'm getting there. Say it probably takes about 1 milliliter of fluid to prime a carto. That stuff's super dry and it really soaks it up. And that hole right there is when you're vaping. Oh look, we're ready to go. That hole right there where the liquid's coming out, that is what pulls the liquid from your tank whenever you insert it in here. So I'm going to show you. One end is flat, that's where your drip tip goes. The other is ridged. That is where your cartomizer goes back in. So you're going to take your cartomizer, find your ridged area, and pop it right there. I usually put it about, I would say that's about 2/3 of the way up. Good generalization there. Now what you want to do is fill your tank. So you're going to put your needle tip to the side, not in, to the side. We've already got our carto primed, and you're just going to fill. To there, and then push it up a little bit. Get your needle tip over to the side of the carto. Fill it up a bit more. I usually do it almost to the top, but not quite. Then, because there's a little bit of a vacuum, and sometimes I've had flooding issues, so I usually fill it up to about there. You're going to push it up like that. Now on the bottom with most of them, you see you've got it's kind of cut off on each side of the circle. You want it to be flush, so you're going to kind of turn it a little bit until you've got your carto is flush. There you go. Sometimes it's easier if you put it on the battery to do that, I've found, to turn it. So you got your carto primed, you got your DCT filled. All you do is pop on your drip tip. I'll attach it to this little Firefly battery here. And for those of you who don't like the blank space between the battery and the tank, we do sell little collars to cover that up just for aesthetic purposes. But there you go. Now when you need to refill, say it's getting dry and you're getting low, you pop your tip off, then you push that down with your thumb, pull out here at the bottom, and then you're just, I don't want to do it too far because I don't want to flood this carto, but you pull it down again, put your needle tip to the side, and refill again up to there. And make sure you do it before it runs dry. As with any atomizer, if you let it run dry, it will burn. That's the basic way to fill a dual coil tank, also known as a DCT, and prime a cartomizer. If you have any questions, please contact us at www.okcvapes.com. You can check out our knowledge base. We have a lot of articles on there that give this information plus a bunch more. Or you can always send us an email at inquiries@okcvapes.com and ask us anything. We're here to help. That's it for me today. Thanks for coming by, and I hope you'll come back and see me. Have a great day.